Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's strength comes from divine origins tied to the gods of Olympus, placing her among the most powerful beings in the DC universe. She was either sculpted from clay and brought to life, or blessed directly by the gods, depending on the version of her story, and that origin gives her abilities far beyond human limits. Her strength allows her to lift massive structures, overpower powerful enemies, and stand toe-to-toe with beings like Superman. Her power level is often described as planetary to God tier, meaning she can influence or survive events that affect entire worlds. What makes her different is not just her strength, but her discipline. She was trained as an Amazon warrior, so every movement in battle is controlled and purposeful. She represents a rare balance between compassion and power, choosing to protect rather than dominate, even when she clearly has the strength to do so. Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, also known as Carol Danvers, gained her abilities through exposure to alien energy linked to the Kree Empire. This event altered her at a fundamental level, turning her into a human-Kree hybrid capable of incredible feats. She can fly across space, absorb energy, and release it in powerful bursts, all while maintaining extreme physical strength. Her power level reaches cosmic tier, allowing her to battle threats that operate on a planetary or even interstellar scale. Unlike many heroes, her strength increases depending on how much energy she absorbs, which means she can grow stronger during combat. Over time, she has become one of the key defenders of Earth and beyond, often stepping in when threats are too large for others to handle. Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch's strength is not limited to physical force, as her abilities come from chaos magic and the manipulation of reality itself. Wanda Maximoff began as a mutant with probability-altering powers, but her abilities evolved into something far greater. She can reshape reality, alter events, and even rewrite existence in certain storylines. Her power level is often considered multiversal, placing her among the most dangerous beings in Marvel. What makes her unique is the emotional connection to her power. Her abilities are deeply tied to her state of mind, which means moments of grief or loss can lead to massive consequences. Her story often explores how someone with such overwhelming power struggles to maintain control. Supergirl. Supergirl shares the same Kryptonian biology as Superman, gaining her strength from Earth's yellow sun. This gives her abilities such as super strength, flight, heat vision, and near invulnerability. Her power level is planetary, and in some cases even higher, depending on how much solar energy she absorbs. Unlike Superman, who grew up on Earth and learned restraint over time, Supergirl often experiences her powers more intensely, especially in her early stories. This can make her seem more aggressive in battle, as she's still learning how to manage such overwhelming strength. Her journey is often about finding balance while carrying the legacy of a lost world. Jean Grey. Jean Grey is a mutant with powerful telepathic and telekinetic abilities, but her true strength emerges when she becomes the host of the Phoenix Force. This cosmic entity amplifies her abilities to unimaginable levels, allowing her to manipulate matter, energy, and even life itself. Her power level reaches cosmic to universal scale, meaning she can influence entire star systems or reshape existence. What makes Jean Grey stand out is the dual nature of her power. While she has the potential to create and protect, the Phoenix Force also carries a destructive side that can consume everything in its path. Her story often explores how someone with such overwhelming power struggles to maintain control. She-Hulk. She-Hulk gained her strength through a blood transfusion from Hulk, exposing her to gamma radiation. This transformation gave her superhuman strength, durability, and a powerful healing factor. Her power level is typically high superhuman, often described as city level, though it can increase depending on her emotional state. What sets her apart from the Hulk is her control. She retains her intelligence and personality, allowing her to function both as a hero and as a lawyer. Her strength is steady and reliable, making her one of the most dependable fighters in the Marvel Universe. Storm.
Storm is a mutant with the ability to control weather on a global scale. She can summon storms, control wind currents, and generate lightning with precision. While her power is not always shown as physical force, it carries immense force, capable of reshaping environments and influencing entire regions. Her power level is planetary, as she can affect climate patterns and large-scale weather systems. Storm's strength lies in her calm and controlled nature. She does not rely on brute force alone, but uses her abilities with precision and awareness, often acting as both a leader and a protector. Raven. Raven's power comes from her connection to dark magic and her demonic heritage. She can manipulate energy, teleport, and influence emotions, making her abilities both physical and psychological. Her power level ranges from high mystical to near demigod level, depending on how much of her inner power she allows to surface. What makes Raven unique is the constant struggle within her. She must keep her emotions in check, as losing control could unleash destructive forces tied to her darker nature. Her story often focuses on balance, restraint, and the fear of becoming something she doesn't want to be. Mary Marvel. Mary Marvel gains her abilities through the same magical source as Shazam. By speaking a magical word, she is transformed and granted the strength of gods and legendary figures. Her power level is God tier, allowing her to lift massive weights, fly at high speeds, and endure powerful attacks. Unlike many heroes who gain power through science or mutation, her strength is rooted in ancient magic. This gives her an advantage against certain enemies who are vulnerable to magical forces. Her character represents the idea that strength can come from belief and connection to something greater. Isis. Isis is empowered by magical forces similar to those that grant strength to ancient champions. Her abilities include super strength, flight, and energy manipulation, placing her among the most powerful magical figures in DC. Her power level is considered God tier, allowing her to compete with other divine or magically enhanced beings. What makes her stand out is the elegance and control with which she uses her power. Her strength is not chaotic, but measured and purposeful, often reflecting a deep connection to ancient traditions and wisdom. Gamora. Gamora gains her strength not from cosmic energy or magic, but from genetic enhancement and intense training. As the adopted daughter of Thanos, she was modified to become a perfect warrior. Her physical strength is far beyond that of a normal human, and her combat skills make her even more dangerous. Her power level is high superhuman, but her true advantage lies in her precision and efficiency. She does not rely on overwhelming force, but instead uses skill and strategy to defeat opponents who may even be physically stronger than her. Nebula. Nebula is a cybernetically enhanced warrior whose body has been modified with advanced technology. These enhancements increase her strength, durability, and resilience in battle. Her power level is enhanced superhuman, but her real strength comes from her ability to endure. She has survived extreme punishment and continued to fight, making her one of the most persistent characters in Marvel. Her story reflects survival, shaped by years of conflict and transformation. Big Barda. Big Barda is a new god from the planet Apocalypse, giving her immense natural strength and durability. She was raised and trained as a warrior, which means her power is supported by skill and experience. Her power level is God tier, allowing her to battle some of the strongest beings in the DC universe. What makes her stand out is her presence. She carries both strength and confidence, often acting as a protector while maintaining a sense of purpose beyond battle.